Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be another Bayview Entertainment review for the movie Barun Rai and the House on the Cliff, or Rai, however you want to pronounce this, but it's a long way down to hell. A newlywed couple moves into their dream home expecting their new life to be perfect, but unexplained incidents begin occurring that derail their married bliss. Detective Barun Rai, right here, is soon hired to investigate, as his expertise lies in solving paranormal activities. What the detective ultimately finds will shock and disturb everyone involved. This film is from Big Films Media and Unicorn Motion Pictures as well. Clocks in at somewhere around the 2 hour, roughly 2 hours. It's from 2021. You can currently catch it on Screenbox TV, Tubi, Amazon Prime, and a few other ones I put on the thumbnail. You can check that out when you go on the video here. But it stars Priyanshu, Chatterjee, Naira, Banerjee, and Sid Makar. I hope I didn't butcher those names. I do think it maybe could have been like maybe possibly a Bollywood kind of movie mixed with the UK. It's based basically in and around the UK. I believe it was shot in the UK. Very, very fast-paced movie for 2 hours. At times it kind of feels like the movie The Frighteners a little bit, except it has a little bit more drama, whereas Frighteners was more about comedy. It does have some comedy in it. I felt that the CGI was pretty well done based on its budget. I'd like to see more from this director. Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could say about it. See, some people say it's very low budget. I didn't get that. I don't really see, and sadly, this film, I think to date, has only made like $2,000. I'm really surprised. It really deserves a much better reception than it's gotten. Here's a look at the back. It did say by the end of this film, it mentioned something about him returning, and I looked it up, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I could have swore I've seen a few articles saying there's now a TV series to this, but I would like to see it continue on as a movie series, just because he kind of comes off like Sherlock Holmes as well, because he could kind of like go into a room and he'd like look at the perimeters of the of the room and detect like how the possibility is how someone was murdered. And this is basically what this story centralizes around is people keep jumping, or what they think are jumping from this cliff, but there's more reasons behind why it's happening. And he solves this by the end. I'm not going to go ruining the spoiler for it. But it's listed as a horror thriller as well. And I was trying to find out. Yeah, that's what I was getting back to. The filming locations were in Little Tawny Hall Farm, Romford, Essex, England. So this was very much an English film, but it also has origin of being an Indian production as well. But yeah, if you get a chance to watch this, I would watch this. It's very fun. It to me, it had me wanting a series or a franchise out of this character. For some people, maybe the broken English might be a problem. I don't know. It didn't bother me, but like sometimes the way when people speak kind of broken English, it kind of takes a little from the film a little bit. I know not everybody can speak English properly or speak perfectly, but I would get over to Tubi tonight, and or Screenbox or Amazon Prime. Prime is $2, but it'd be worth it. I would pay $2 for it, and now I own it. And thank you, Peter. Thank you, Bayview. I believe this wraps up what they had sent over to me to show you guys. look at the cover. My thumb this week is a little different than this, but I kind of like this picture that I went with this week. But you can also catch me, Gary. I'm also listed as the Horror King. My partner on the podcast, he calls me Horror King. You can currently catch me on Discuss Impact or TNA Impact Wrestling podcast. Each and every week we do a review either of a show or a live special or a big event pay-per-view for TNA. So check that out. Give Jason a subscribe over there on the channel. Be sure to watch this if you get a chance. Might be a good perfect movie for this weekend. So I'll give this one a look. I don't think you'll. I don't. I'm. It's a highly recommended endorsement for my channel this week, and I don't do those all the time, but had fun with it. I'm glad Peter was able to send that to me. But that's about all I got to say on this week's review. But yeah, you couldn't do any worse on this film. Very fun film, very fast paced for 2 hours, and but most of all, be sure to tell your friends about Gary's Movie Crypt. Like, share, subscribe if you like the content. Ding that bell for notifications when I drop new content. That's an important key in my channel, because, well, anybody's channel, but if you want the new content, you have to kind of ding the bell to let you know when new content drops. But thank you for watching, and thanks again for tuning into the channel, and I appreciate all the viewership and all the love and all the patronage that you guys provide and support. Have a good week, and I'll be back at this next week. I'm planning on having an unboxing next week, so no review. It's going to be predominantly, I believe, a Wild Eye, and this is stuff I bought. Yeah, I didn't have it sent over or whatever, but I'm still gonna throw a shout out to Wild Eye next week, and I'll see you next week. Have a good day, good afternoon, and night. Oh, and always keep it horror. Bye.